What is up, you guys? So today's video is going to be so chill vibes, but I thought I really wanted to just get on here and, you know, this has been on my heart for months, literally, and I'm like, how do I just get on camera and talk about this? And I'm like, whatever, you just do it. And like, I've had a bad couple of days, not bad at all in any way, shape, or form, just moments. Also, I wanted to use this blow dryer hairbrush in this video. I feel like, why not just combine it? I've been getting questions on this. I share this on my Instagram because I was influenced to buy this by so many other bloggers who just rave about this. It's basically like a blow drying spin brush. So actually I'm gonna do that now before Rylan wakes up. I won't talk over it. I'll just fast forward it and do like voiceover, but I freaking love this thing. And you guys see how my hair is almost dry. It can be a little bit more damp than this, but this works amazing on your hair. Look at it now, looks frumpy. This gives me so much volume and I don't have to straighten it or anything. So I'm gonna do that quickly and then we'll have our heart to heart. All right, sorry if you can hear the baby in the background. He's just hanging out, but I did want to get on here and show you how I use it. Again, you're going to want your hair to be semi-dry, not soaking wet, because it would take you forever to do this. And also, if you have really long hair like I do, you want to make sure that you have no knots in it, because it's going to be a nightmare when you go in and do this part. If it's all knotty, it'll just like pull your hair out and it just won't be nice. So lightly comb through your hair while you're doing this, and it's going to be a breeze. As you know, there's air blowing through this, so I'm just round brushing it, and the actual brush portion does get hot, but you'll learn like when you have your blow dryer where you can touch it and whatnot. So be aware of that. And I like breaking my head up in sections, so that's what makes this much easier. I do find that it's a little more difficult for me to get the back of my head, only because my hair is so long and I just, you know, I have a hard time with that part. Hard would be the wrong word. It's just uncomfortable because you're using your arm muscles, right? And again, if you have long hair, it is a little harder just because, you know, the length at the bottom, you just have to make sure you brush it all the way through. But it makes your hair look beautiful at the end. And I like that I can use the actual blow dryer to make my hair curl under and frame my face. And it gives me amazing volume at my roots. So that's my favorite part about this, is this part. So when you're at the roots, make sure you lift up and do a little curl, because that's what's going to uplift that portion of your head to give you that voluminous portion of your hair that you want. And here I'm doing the back of my head. Again, make sure that your hair is not knotty, because it's going to pull out some of your hair. And yeah, but this is surprisingly easy to use, coming from someone who doesn't get blowouts. So use that. And you see what I'm saying? My hair just looks nice and silky and smooth, and you'll see it. I'll show it to you here at the end what it looks like. Yeah, I really like it. And I even use this when I haven't washed my hair on the cool setting to spruce up the parts of my hair that are flat. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I love it. Look at my hair. One thing I will say about it though, if you've got like these baby hairs like I do from, you know, being pregnant and like the new growth, it makes those extra fluffy too, and like you don't want that. So just keep that in mind. But look, do you see how much fluff and volume it put at the roots? And then it just like made it all look sleek. But keep in mind, I have naturally straight hair, so if you have some texture to your hair and some curl, it's not going to look like this. Just, you know, I don't want to false advertise you. But if you had a blowout before and you've used a round brush and a blow dryer together, it's the same thing but in one, if that makes sense. You see? I feel like it makes my hair look great. I don't do this every time though, just because it's a little bit of a like work to get the back. If somebody would do it for me, girl, let's do it. But yeah, that's what it looks like. And I love that I don't have to straighten it and add more heat. So that's what it looks like. I totally recommend it if you're interested in trying though. All right, so back to the reason why I even wanted to upload this in the first place. I'm literally just gonna set you here and do my makeup while Rylan's napping. He's literally napping right now. I'm watching him. I gotta get this in while he's napping, girl. You know how you have to do that while they're napping. But this is just, like I said, has been on my heart, and I have been wanting to share this, but you know, I'm gonna open up my heart to you guys, and that may be in my detriment because you guys know there are some assholes out there who love to turn things against you, think that they know everything about you, you know, that whole thing. And I also want to preface this by saying that I am 100% grateful. I am so blessed. I am beyond happy with my life. I'm exactly where I should be, and you know, I'll have moments where I'm just like, God, I am just so blessed, and there's just so many things that happen to so many people, and that could be happening to me, and in no way, shape, or form am I trying to say I'm ungrateful or anything. I just am having one of those moments where I feel like women, moms in particular, need to hear this from someone who feel they have together, or from someone who they feel is perfect. And I'm not saying that I think that I'm perfect. I'm just saying that there are so many women who message to me that I'm like the most perfect mom, that I'm mom goals, that I'm this, that I have that, and all of this. And we're just gonna have a heart to heart. And I'm sorry if I get emotional in this video, just because I can be emo sometimes, and I know that isn't comfortable for some people, so I'm just warning you that emotion may come up in this. But again, this is something that needs to be said, and here we go. I love this community, and even more so, I love it when moms, women, just girls in general can come together and come to a place where they can hang out or feel good or learn something, right? That is the whole purpose of me starting this anyways, is to help some of you and just have a relationship and build a bond with each other. And so much of social media has changed in that, you know, we have perfected the image that we think we should have. So Instagram, we post these gorgeous images where everything looks perfect, and moms look on top of it, and they're so fit, their kids look put together. Everything behind the scenes in your mind when you see these images is absolute perfection, because sometimes that's what we can portray. And that's not to say that there aren't perfect days, that there aren't those days that you're just like in bliss and nothing could go wrong, you know what I mean? Because that exists for everyone. But that is not real life. And unfortunately, so many of us, me included, get sucked up in that, and we feel so terrible about ourselves when we see some of these images and we feel like we're failing because we are not that. And I'm here to tell you that I am not that. I am not that perfect mom that some of you may think that I am. And I mean, I try my hardest, and I feel like I am a good mom, you know, not knocking myself down. But for example, y'all, being a mom is so freaking hard. And this is coming from someone who had twins, but that was 10 years ago. I forgot, girl, and I forgot how hard it was. And maybe it's because I'm a different part in my life, but I forgot how mentally and physically demanding it is to care for another human. And it's hard. It is so hard. And I'm gonna be honest, when I first had Ryland, I had it so easy. I feel like the first 3 months was bliss. I knew what I was doing, so there wasn't that fear, you know, that new moms will have. I had the most perfect baby. Everything was fine. At least he was healthy. And again, going off on the side here, I feel bad even complaining about this, just because there's people who lose their babies. There's people who lose their lives like that, and you almost feel like you're not allowed to complain. And again, I'm not complaining. This is more of a place of survival for those women. This is what I want to say really is, mom, look at me. You are good enough. You are amazing. You are crushing it. You're doing everything that you can. You are not a bad mom. If you feel exhausted, tired, that this is not for you, that this is more than you can handle, that is so normal and necessary in staying human and feeling that. And I feel like it was my duty, for whatever reason, to look at you and hold your face if I could, to tell you that it's gonna be okay. And I'm getting emotional. Just because I've had moments before where I'm like, oh my God, this was a really hard day. Rylan was so hard on me today. Mentally, I cannot do this today. And I know for a fact that you guys feel like that, and you feel like you could break, or it's hard to go on to the next day. totally freaking normal, and then the next day comes and then you feel guilty for feeling that way because you see how perfect your baby is, and they're just a baby and they can't help that they're hard, or that they're teething and they never sleep and that they cry all the freaking time and you don't know what to do, and then they're perfect other days. So this is motherhood right here. Ups and downs, being so happy and elated one minute and then feeling exhausted because, again, Rylan right now, he's teething so badly. And he's just been a hellion, you know what I mean? I love him so much, and I'm blessed that I have him, and there are more good days than bad. But this is motherhood, and I feel like it, not glamorized, because being a mom is the most amazing thing that could ever happen to me. But again, I don't feel like moms come on and show these moments where they're like losing their shit. You know, I'm losing my shit. The kids come home from school, they have homework. These days are so hard. And when Chris is not here, it's really, really hard because I feel like I have everything on my shoulders and I have to do everything. And granted, I do have my parents, but they have their own lives too. We're all in one home, so that's also been stressful, but also a blessing at the same time. And I want to just get on here and tell all of you guys that we're going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. That perfection shit that you see on Instagram, on YouTube, it doesn't exist. And if they portray that, it's just an image. It's not real. They cry. They are having issues too. And I'm sure all of you guys who are watching this right now, you have this image of that perfect mom to you, or that perfect woman to you. And they can do no wrong. They have no wrong. No, I promise you their life is perfect. No, girl, it is not. Everyone has their own thing, and I want you to remember that. So when you're scrolling through these photos, and even mine, like I post the same damn pictures, you know, like I enjoy posting photos like that, and it's still my reality, but this is also my reality. I have hard days, and I'm wondering how I can go on to the next one, you know? Today is not one of those, actually. Like, Ryland has been good this morning. He's been super, super demanding, but, you know, that's just a part of being a parent. But I, for the past couple of days, have had a really hard time with him and have been feeling like this. And I just wanted to get on here and speak to those moms who I know are having a hard time too, and they probably feel alone and have no one to vent this to, or maybe you do, and that's important too, guys. If you have a girlfriend or anyone in your life that you can vent this to, please do that. Sorry, I cut myself off. My camera was doing something weird. It's still doing something weird now. I hope it's not recording me, but I hope that made sense. I know I jumbled off into another subject here and there. That's just how my brain freaking works. But the basis of this is to just tell you that I love you so much. I'm here for you. Like, truly, I'm truly here for you. Like, let's get in the comments and make this a positive thing. Like, if you are having a hard day and you just want somebody to talk to, please drop a comment down below. I'm telling you, the most amazing women are here on my channel. We have each other's backs. We're moms. We are in the same boat. We are, you know, here for each other. And I truly, truly believe that. So if you're watching this and you just want to talk to me or somebody on here, if I don't get to your message, please don't be upset. But I definitely try. I really, really do try and comment back to you. Then please say something, because girl, I feel you. Like, I know how hard it is, and I know how hard it can be. And I feel like it's underestimated. I feel like that's the wrong word, but being a mom is freaking hard. And I know there's some people in your life who make it seem like, it's not hard for you. Or maybe your husband even. Maybe your husband thinks like, I would much rather have your job than go to work every day. We both know that shit ain't true. You literally don't have time for anything. So to be able to go to the damn grocery store by yourself when you hated to go to the grocery store in the future or in the past is like, sounds like heaven to you, right? Just those few moments to yourself where you can just like think and breathe and just be you and not have to worry about anything else is freaking golden, and like something that us moms took for granted in the past. Especially my new moms. I know it's so hard for you because a lot of you don't expect it to be this hard, or maybe it isn't hard for you. And obviously, if I'm not speaking to you, then disregard these remarks completely. But I know that there's a lot of new moms out there who expect it to be one way and then are blindsided when it's super, super duper hard for them. So I'm speaking to you. I want you to know that you're doing an amazing job. You're a good mom. You will get through this. It's going to get so much easier, I promise. The first few years are the hardest. And again, light bad days, you know, light good days, light bad days, whatever, or super bad day, whatever the case may be. Just remember, it always gets better. And like now, the kids are about to be 11 years old. They're, you know, they're so much easier now that they're older, but it's just a joy to be with them. You know, like I'm so blessed that I have these 3 kids, and Lord have mercy, I have to have another one. Pray for me, girl. Pray for me. But yes, that is my message today. And I hope that came across properly. Again, for those who are going to twist my words and make it something that it's not, I'm not complaining. I know how blessed I am. I know how blessed that I get to see his face every day. And there is a woman in particular that I'm talking about that I'm sure that you have seen. She was circulating all over social media where she actually lost her 3-month-old. And she's a YouTuber as well. I'll link her picture here if you're interested in looking behind her story. I won't go too much into it because it's super freaking sad and I don't want to cry about it. But she lost her 3-month-old. And it's making me choke up. She was just a normal mom like us, and her baby was taken away from her. And her, you know, she's just a normal person, and it happens to people every freaking day. So it's so scary thinking like it could happen to you. Like, why not you, you know? And I remember that. I remember that in those moments that he's losing his shit or I'm losing my shit and life just seems like it's in shambles. It's normal. Just know that it's normal to feel like this. It's normal to be a human being and feel that. And then, you know, the next day, everything is fine. I just know that some of you, a lot of you, don't think it's normal because you'll see an image and be like, well, why is it not like that for her? Why isn't she telling me that this is so hard for her and that she's just showing me all of the beauty every day on the post? Because like, that's our job. But this, I feel like, is also my job to show you that I'm not perfect and that I'm just like you and that I struggle with this too. And that I'm going to have good and bad days just like you, because dude, we are all human beings. Those girls are literally just like me and you. They just have a platform and we've given them the audience. You know, just remember that we have given them this audience and they are giving you their idea of perfection or their idea of what you want to see is. Okay, so keep that in mind. Remember, final thought in closing, you're amazing. You take it one day at a time. If you have a bad day, have your bad day, be in it. Just, you know, feel whatever you need to feel, get it out, and then move on to the next day. Keep being positive, have your gracious heart, and remember all of your blessings. That's how I suck myself out of those dark holes, is being gracious about what I have, seeing my blessings, and then knowing that he will literally get past it. Whatever in that moment is super hard for you or seems like it will never pass, it will pass. And I've learned that so much, like through my divorce, through, you know, just hard things that have happened in my life. It always gets better. I mean, look at me now. I'm happily married. My husband is amazing. I have 3 healthy, beautiful children. I have somewhere to wake up to. You know what I mean? It's very, very, very easy to find the blessings in your life when you think about what you don't have or how much harder it could be. So I could have gone so much deeper in that, but I think that's enough. Just remember that I'm here for you. We're all here for you. I love you. Whatever you're going through, it's completely normal. And yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I was all over the place. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Also, I'm going to post a video on Sunday. It's a really fun, exciting video that I teamed up with a brand. I'm showing you a day in the life. I think you guys will really like it. It's like a vlog style. But okay, anyways, I love you guys.